What's up, guys? It's your girl Serpentine 10, and today I want to talk about Terry Bogard. So he will be coming to Street Fighter 6 in September. I believe it's the 24th. And I always had a lot of questions why this particular character is featured so much in fighting games. I know that there's probably another very famous fighting game character that you see a lot, but it's something about Terry that has just been his time. I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's, seeing him in Smash or seeing him in just like other cameos, but they always pick this character. Now, I have played KOF 13, and that is when I actually got into KOF. KOF has never been one of my favorite fighting games. It never really resonated with me since I'm more of like a 3D fighting fan, but I do see the charm there. Now, the one thing that I always wondered about Terry is, yeah, he is a fan favorite and he's a loving protagonist, but why do they always pick him? I always thought that maybe he just kind of fits the mold that he's that great perfect good guy. He looks like a mascot. He looks like the mascot for SNK. So that's why a lot of reasons people like Geese or Mime may not be picked. And I always thought in my mind that Geese was a little bit more interesting than Terry was. I mean, I love him, and that's why Geese showed up in Tekken 7. I thought that was perfect. But I don't know, will Tekken ever have Terry in that game? I hope not. Not with him coming to Street Fighter. It'll be a little awkward, but if he did show up in Tekken, I would not be surprised. But I do understand why, they probably want to put Terry in, Street Fighter. He's the SNK poster boy, even though you got other poster boys for, that franchise, Fatal Fury, the KOF franchises. I really do struggle with knowing if him and oh my god, I can't remember who the other guy is. It's like another guy in KOF, and he's on the front of everything, but they didn't pick him. Maybe they don't think he's as interesting as Terry is, but nevertheless, Terry seems like a fan favorite. I'm going to go over 2, maybe 3 games that Terry has been in and, talk about the reasons why he has probably been chosen for those franchises and if we'll see him more in the future. Now, like I said, I started playing KOF when it was KOF 13, and I know that's a lot of people's favorite. And I have to be honest that I never really picked Terry, but he definitely has like this infectious like personality, and he has this look. It's funny, every time they pick like mascots, why are they always wearing red and blue? I don't know what that's about, but yeah, he's wearing red and blue. It's kind of like one of those things where he just has the franchise look. I don't know. I never really liked his voice or anything, but he's definitely one of those characters that I don't really know what the rate is on how many people really use Terry in KOF. Like, is he very popular in the franchise? Is he broken? Is he any good? I usually see people playing with other characters. Something else that happened that made no sense to me was having Terry turn into a woman in SNK Herons. Now, I believe that's how this went, but I don't really understand why 1000%. Now, this game is kind of come and go. I did play this game because of the fun and everything like that. It was all right for what it was. I think that this was one of those niche games that wasn't supposed to be taken seriously. You're supposed to just have fun with it, and it was fun for what it was. There were some very interesting outfits. I used to always pick Mai so I can put on her cow outfit, but having female Terry Bogard was weird. Like, why did they pick Terry? Out of all the dudes that they could have picked, they picked him. Now, I really do say he's the poster boy for SNK. Like, he definitely is, and I feel like that's why they picked him for this. It was very funny because they was like, oh, he's a fatal cutie, and I was like, I don't know, it was kind of embarrassing, kind of weird, but at the same time I seen charm in it. And you got all these other hot girls that's on this roster, and you got female Terry Bogard just here trying to figure it out. So to me, I thought that this was a very strange cameo, but was it necessary? I don't really know if we needed a female Terry. There's like so many chicks in the SNK universe. Did we really need this? I don't know whose fantasy is this playing off of, but y'all gotta let me know in the comments. Was the female Terry Bogard y'all favorite? I know that the cow Mai was mine. Of course, you guys know I have to talk about Smash. Now, Smash is synonymous for having everybody that's been on a game period in their franchise. So seeing Terry, I was like, okay, he's really getting his resume, filled out. I don't know what I was thinking. For some reason, I was like, hey, they're going to have Geese, because I did hear mentions when this kind of happened that they were going to have a KOF character. For some reason, I thought and I thought Geese. I did not think Terry, though. But here we are again with another example of Terry being picked, and it has to be because, he's the poster boy of SNK. Now, I don't know if saying that is actually true. I don't know if Terry is the poster boy for SNK. It's definitely starting to look like it. And it seems like Mai is following behind as being the poster girl for SNK. But nevertheless, how much Terry that you get, he's definitely, making the rounds in his, fighting game job for sure. You look at this guy's resume, I'm sure it's long with a whole bunch of games he's going to be in. And not only that, there's other SNK games coming out, and they've been, showcasing Mai and Terry. And, he's also getting a lot of shine because he's going to be in Street Fighter really soon. So having him in Smash was crazy, and it's a lot of people that's been in Smash, so it kind of really does put eyes on that character, especially if you haven't seen him in a long time. But I don't know if Terry really needed to be in Smash. I do feel like they kind of could have gave that spot to another person. Like I said, they probably could have gave it to Geese. They could have gave it to, I don't know, anybody else other than him. But him being in Smash is fine. I just find this one to be more like, hey, maybe somebody else could have had this spot. But overall, I think that people did like Terry. I think that he was a very well-rounded character in this game, and people seem to love their King of Fighter poster boy. Now, I'm not really sure how far the cameos for Terry Bogard will go, and I just know that this character has been overly saturated a little bit, it feels like. I do understand that Mai is starting to make her rounds. She was in DOA, and now she's in this, and I'm sure that Mai has probably showed up in other things, like the SNK heroines. But other than SNK games, they're really making their rounds to other things now. SNK and Capcom, they're, together in on this, and everybody wants to make the best games possible, and have the greatest characters possible to get a lot of eyes on their game. So it makes sense that, they pick certain people to be in their game. Like, I know that. And there's nothing wrong with Terry being here. It's just that I always try to ask myself the question, why this character? Because I've seen him so much now. I think that I've seen Terry more than I'm probably used to seeing him in games other than other characters. So he has to be special in some kind of way, but I don't really know what that is. And that's my question of the day. I want you guys to tell me in the comments, why do video game and fighting game developers keep picking Terry? Why do they keep picking him? I really wanted to do this video just to look at this character a little closely to see what's so special about him particularly, and why he is always picked. And if he's picked now, he's going to be picked more in the future. So you guys in the comments, let me know what you think about Terry Bogard coming to Street Fighter 6, and why is he picked so much in fighting games? And you guys know what you have to do. Make sure you guys are following me here on my Twitter, and make sure you guys check me out every week on YouTube. Until next time, guys, peace.